William Ruto held a meeting earlier today in Nairobi with some youths where he made some remarks that have been causing a lot of heated political debates. On Jamhuri Day, we are finally going to declare that no African will require a visa to come to Kenya. This has been my clarion call for the last 10 years. Those remarks were made earlier today by William Ruto. So he's saying that come Tuesday, 12th December, Jamhuri Day, he's going to declare that no African will require visa to come to Kenya. So Ruto is opening the doors for Africans to flood Kenya. I believe that William Ruto should be stopped because he's now running amok. I want us to put these remarks into perspective. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's proceed. What's happening here, ladies and gentlemen? William Ruto is trying to project himself as a Pan-Africanist. And I strongly believe that this is a very false notion that William Ruto is engaging in. And that is so because if you listen to what he says and what he does, they are very, very different. The same William Ruto is trying to be a good boy to the Western powers and is coming out more or less as their errand boy in Africa. Yesterday, we saw Zimbabwean president throwing some thin-veiled attacks at William Ruto. And the Zimbabwean president was trying to advise these new leaders not to be used by the West to divide Africans. Malema was recently in the country and he also raised that issue. Where is William Ruto stand? Because it's very clear William Ruto values the West more than even his own people in Kenya. In fact, Kenyans are suffering because of the pressure the West is piling on William Ruto. That's what is making Kenyans suffer. World Bank, IMF are all piling pressure on William Ruto and informing some of the policies being initiated by the Kenya Kwanza regime. The additional taxes, the removal of subsidies, the sale of these parastatals, all these are coming from the West. So it appears that the West is ruling Kenya through William Ruto. And I've always maintained William Ruto is not very patriotic. He should listen more to Kenyans than even outsiders. And now on this issue of no African will need a visa to come to Kenya, I strongly believe that again William Ruto is just putting Kenyans' lives at risk, both economically, socially, all round. He is exposing Kenyans to danger and unfair competition. Yes, he's exposing Kenyans to all those dangers. And again, it just confirms that Ruto does not care about Kenyans. He only cares about chasing the wind. Because being seen to be a Pan-Africanist with William Ruto we know, that's just an individual who is chasing the wind. And it's something that will most definitely backfire, because already African leaders themselves see him as a traitor. Here, our neighbors, Tanzania, Samia Suluhu, weeks ago actually told William Ruto point blank to stop being disparate of the West. And also Museveni, Rwanda, they are seeing William Ruto as just somebody ambaye anawasaliti. So even that Pan-Africanist dream, William Ruto is very far from that. And now if a survey or a research was to be done in Kenya, a whopping majority of Kenyans see William Ruto as a one-term president and they don't want him. So instead of William Ruto wasting time trying to talk on behalf of Africa, I think he should first of all talk on behalf of Kenyans. Kenyans are really speaking on a daily basis on what they want William Ruto to do. William Ruto has been doing the opposite. So if he can't even talk or listen to Kenyans, will he listen to Africans? I'm seeing a man who is just overestimating himself. He is still very, very far from that. In fact, he's not even sure of even winning his second term as Kenya's president. He wants to be seen that he's now better than all these other African leaders who some have even been re-elected popularly by their own countrymen and women. Not this one, who we are told that won an election, but if you ask Kenyans who voted for this person, then you'll find that those who voted for him are just a pocket of an ethnic community. Yes. So he's not actually even speaking on behalf of Kenyans. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. And to any other person watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible, subscribe, give this video a like. I strongly believe that for Kenyans to save themselves, then William Ruto has to be impeached. His continued stay in office is causing this country serious damage. And by the time he will be done with us, nobody will be able to recognize Kenya. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.
Honorable Speaker, I think there is a very serious problem in the national treasury of this country. The national treasury of this country behaves as if it is the treasury of the executive of this country. I think it is time we come up with an independent institution that disperses funds to the three arms of government and to the two levels of government, so that these monopolistic tendencies of national treasury determining who to allocate resources as and when it pleases them comes to an end, Honorable Speaker.
Achili, wangapi wanasema niendelee kuuliza mambo ya serikali? Hoja mwenyewe? Wacha tuseme kwa Kiswahili ndio kila mtu asikie. Nyinyi mnataka nitangaze niseme serikali ni mzuri ama niseme serikali imeshindwa na kazi? Niseme wameweza ama wameshindwa? Wangapi wanasema wameshindwa na serikali, wameshindwa na kazi, wameshindwa na kazi? Anane?
Hii sehemu ya chini ni serikali ndio inachochea. Na sisi serikali nyingine ni hii. Hata mimi ni member ya UDA. Na regret kwa nini nilichukua hii. Ambayo inaletea hata zingine itafanya nisiende mbinguni. Naomba msamaha Mungu.
Tuko na njaa. Oi Gachagua. Oi Zabaya na Ruto tuko na njaa. Nikizani marafiki yanyu. Tuliwachagua usiku wa manane. Nisikia nikutoka Muruti. Roburuti kona cha. Hakuna kitu iliyoko hapa Roburuti. Gachagua, Ruto, Gachagua, Ruto. Sikizani sisi. Hii nyumba nimebeba. Amelala njaa siku 3. Mimi nimelala njaa. Hakuna kitu ya kupeupwa. Hakuna kitu ninakula. Gachagua, sikizani kwa huruma. Gachagua, Ruto yetu. Sikizani huruma yetu. Gachagua, Ruto, 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 Ruto.